Welcome back to Lunchbox. Now, Tai Chi has been described as a martial art that is directed at the inner enemies. But how can such a slow and gentle art be a form of exercise? Well, here to tell us more about Tai Chi and its benefits is Leo Ming, Tai Chi instructor. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
That is beautiful. How long have you been practicing?
I've been doing it for about 23 years now. And since I was young, at a very young age. And what happened was my dad got me into it. And actually pushed me into it, and actually thank him for that.
Thank him for that. So how did Tai Chi go from being a form of defense to a way of exercising?
Well, it started in about 13th century when there was a monk called Chen Sanfeng who actually out the window and he saw a crane and a snake at each other, and he noticed the fluidity of the crane and what it used its wings, and he noticed the coiling movements of the snake, and was enlightened, and so the story goes that he formed movements according to nature.
Okay, so that is the philosophy behind it.
That's how it started, basically.
Okay, and the principles of energy in terms of Tai Chi?
Tai Chi uses a principle of yin and yang, which is basically energies of hard and soft. So within everything around us, there's those energies of they're ever-changing, and nothing exists just hard, or nothing exists just soft on its own. And it's a philosophy of non-resistance. So instead of, a lot of people maybe try to stand up and resist against whatever fears or forces that come towards them. And the philosophy is that just you need to be aware of your surroundings and just try to blend in and flow with the nature. And so thereby using the energies of yin and yang. And like they say, water is the softest element, but it's so powerful, as we know, it destroys rock and causes it to crumble.
Yeah.
So that's the philosophy.
And it also, I read a little bit where they say that should an opponent attack you, that you use their energy to kind of throw them.
The worst scenario, if you think of it as an accident, car accident, is two cars meeting head on, and that causes damage to both sides. The less worse is one where one is standing still and one comes at you, and even less worse is when the car comes at you, you going backwards. So use that type of philosophy that you yield to oncoming force, and by yielding, not necessarily being in a weaker position, but yielding to put yourself in a better position and to take control.
So how does Tai Chi, ancient Tai Chi, translate into our kind of modern society?
So, and that's one of the ways when we yield every day, and we maybe are forceful, and in meetings as well, you have scenarios where you have to maybe feel like you have to stand your ground. But the idea of just allowing and to allow people to maybe push at you a little bit can be difficult, because we all want to be upfront and demanding maybe. But to allow yourself to have that faith in yourself, to yield to those forces, and thereby, you know, nothing will happen. I mean, you'll yield and you'll come back to center. You'll be balanced still. So that's how, one of the ways you can apply that.
So who can practice Tai Chi? Do I need to be a certain age? Do I need to have a certain fitness level?
I think basically it ranges from very young, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-old, right up to 80, 85, 90. I have people in my class that are 80, 85, and they, you know, the nice thing about it, the nice philosophy about it is that they adapt, and they, you know, there's no force that says, there's no rule that says you have to do it in such a way. You do it to your own ability. So even people with scoliosis and back problems or knee problems, they just adapt to what they can do. They know their limits. They understand. You begin to understand your limits, and therefore can apply it right through. Yeah.
So how long is, let's say, a lesson, and what if you want to be a solitary practitioner? Can you do that?
Yeah, you can do that. A lesson, basically, it ranges. I mean, it depends on your teacher, basically an hour. And you can learn from yourself, but by yourself rather, but not, we suggest not from a book, because, you know, from one picture to the next, you don't see what happens in between. So from books, it's a little bit dicey. You need to get a proper instructor that really knows what he's doing and guide you through the steps. And of course, it's not just about learning the moves. There's a whole it's rich in philosophy. So you got to understand that side of it as well, which is important.
So, I mean, is it easy for people to join a class? Are there many in our major cities?
In the main cities, there are Tai Chi schools all over Joburg, Cape Town, Durban. Maybe towards, you know, as you get to the outskirts, there may be few. But generally in the cities, it's available to people.
And what are the benefits?
Sure, there are many benefits, ranging from just physical. I mean, people join up mainly for stress relieving, for relaxation. People have joint problems, knee problems, back problems, arthritic conditions, stomach conditions, insomnia, a whole range. And then beyond that, there's the mental side, a mental focus, concentration, and then spiritual growth.
And spiritual growth, wow. Complete holistic way of exercising. Thank you so very much. That was very insightful.
Thank you.
We move now from a beautiful form of movement to a beautiful type of wearable art, Venetian masks. Stay with us. We'll be right back.